What's up, guys? TrizzTech with TrizzTech&Electronix. As promised, today we are doing the full review, or at least a quick style review, so you guys get a better feel for it, and I can give you a little bit of my opinion into the device of the Apple Thunderbolt Display. It's sitting right here. You guys saw me unbox this a few days ago. I've now had a little less than a week to play around with it, and I absolutely love it. It's just made my world so much better. You can multitask so much better than I could with the PlayStation 3D display, in which the Thunderbolt is replacing. I liked the PlayStation display. It was really cool for the versatility aspect and being able to play 3D games, but just wasn't enough screen real estate, and it had a lot of problems. It was real buggy. It would die out. So instead of spending another $250 to replace that one, since it's not under warranty anymore, I decided to drop a lot more money and buy something of quality and reliability, which is what the Apple Thunderbolt display is. So it is the first display of its class. Dell and Samsung have released high-resolution screens to compare with it, but it is still the only Thunderbolt authorized display running through the tiny Thunderbolt wire, which we talked about in the unboxing. So some of the things that I really like about this is that, you know, the resolution is 2560 by 1440, which is the same as most the cinema display, the LED cinema display from Apple, as well as just the standard iMac display. The difference is that running through the Thunderbolt wire, it runs at a much higher speed. So it's at 10 gigabytes, where most things don't even come close to that. I mean, it refreshes at 12 milliseconds, is the refresh rate. It has 1,000 to 1 contrast ratio, which, as far as TVs are concerned, that's not that big. But for a display at high resolution at very high speeds to the Thunderbolt, that refreshes very quickly. It is also LED backlit, similar to the iMac displays. And what that means is that the moment that the display turns on, it is at peak brightness. There's no messing around with it. It doesn't have to build up. It gets there immediately. There's a bunch of other aspects that I really like to it. I really like the fact that when it's hooked to the iMac through the Thunderbolt display, you guys probably can't see it too well, but it's hooked in over here to the Thunderbolt, and it runs to the back of it. It's also hooked to the MagSafe that's attached to it, which I showed you guys before. And with saying that, the coolest part of this is that when it's hooked in there, it associates you with 3 USB 2 drives, an Ethernet port, as well as a Firewire 800 port, which are cool because you can now, which serves as the reason why they call it a docking station. With MacBook Pros, at least the older generation, the new Retina display ones have at least one added 3.0 USB port. But the cool thing is there's only 2 USB ports on a older style MacBook Pro, or the early 2012, late 2011 style. So by adding those extra 3, it makes it really easy. As you guys have seen in a previous video, I did have a quirky space saver to add USB ports. I still use it, but it's really nice to have it all concluded into one, or subjected into one spot. I really like that. I also like the fact that they have Firewire 800. Not a lot of things run with that anymore, given now with the new Thunderbolt technology and whatnot. But it is cool. There's also another Thunderbolt port, and you guys will see that in the picture that's probably below me, and has been for a while now, that it has another Thunderbolt port on the Thunderbolt display. Well, what that's for is to daisy chain. Now, that means that you can hook any other kind of Thunderbolt device, whether it's hard drive, SSD, whatever, as well as another Thunderbolt display. So you can run 2 dual displays off of one Thunderbolt port from a MacBook Pro, or through the MacBook Air, through Firewire, whatever. But it allows you to daisy chain them to have dual screens. Now, I don't have the room for that right now, but maybe someday along the line that will be a possibility. There's just endless possibilities with this display. It is absolutely gorgeous. TrizzTech&Electronix most definitely gives this device 2 thumbs up. It's probably one of the coolest devices that I have reviewed or owned for a while now. I really like it. It's made things, as I said, so much easier as far as the multitasking and whatnot. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the up-close macro images, or just still pictures of the display that are going on throughout this video as well. But that basically gives you my insights into the display. It's also not very heavy. It's pretty lightweight. It's also it's not very adjustable. You can adjust it sideways, but you can adjust it up and down, as you see here. It is really cool. The one drawback that I have seen for it so far is that the display gets very, very hot. So for this time of year, it kind of sucks because it does get extraordinarily hot. But other than that, you know, not a big deal. Not a whole lot of times you're going to be touching the display in the first place, so it's not a huge deal. But on hot days, it does put off a lot of heat, which is kind of an issue. But you know what? It's okay. The quality and how much it has helped me definitely outweighs that negative little spurt there. But that's pretty much my insights into the Apple 27-inch Thunderbolt display. It's not very heavy, huge, lots of screen real estate for a display. I really couldn't ask for anything more, and I really would recommend this to anybody who does a lot of media or, you know, use it as a workstation such as I do. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. That's it from TrizzTech&Electronix about the Apple Thunderbolt display. Definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Okay guys, I just want you to remember to subscribe for much more tech content, and I really want to thank you for the continued support. It really means a lot. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.